Do not summon for Jingliu, Blade, or Firefly, please, God, because this might be one of the worst decisions you could ever make for your account, because all of these have inherently almost no value for your account. You might ruin your account by summoning for these characters, and genuinely, I don't think there are any pros with any of these characters. Maybe there are one or two I'll throw in later in the video, but we're really focusing on why you shouldn't be summoning, so let's go ahead and hop into it. Now, guys, starting off with the cons first, because obviously there are cons. I guess we should start off with the Lady of the Hour, the newest character of all three characters being reran, Miss Firefly. So let's go ahead and hop into her cons now. Now, first of all, guys, damage type already falling from relevancy. And what I mean by this is her overarching break damage type. This shit is already falling faster from the meta than... Honestly, I don't even know what it'd be falling faster than. It's probably falling faster out of the meta than Argenti fell out of the meta when he first got released, okay? So the break meta has been really struggling as of late because characters have had bigger toughness bars, and more toughness bars equals they have a harder time overall. And just by looking at the Pride Win tier list, our gold so loving Bible of who's good and not good, by the way, is showing her down at a tier 1.5 on par with someone like Boothill, which is another break DPS, and you have Miss Rappa up here at tier 1, which genuinely I think Rappa should be moved down to their tier as well, and I could see them dropping even further, and as you can see, they're already on par with the likes of someone like Jingliu, right? We'll talk more about that in a second. But, guys, secondly, she needs Fugue to function at this point. Like, sure, you could run her on a team with your your Harmony MC, but let's be honest, why would you run her on a team with Harmony MC when you have Remembrance MC, which is already so much more better and works in so many more teams? This is much more free-to-play oriented, literally tier 0 across Pure Fiction, Member of Chaos, and Apocalyptic Shadow, and apparently they're grading this guy at E0. Ain't no way they're grading this guy at E0. He'd probably drop down a tier 2 at E0 in my opinion, but this is not a tier list debate video, right? Overall, what I'm saying with this, guys, is that you wouldn't be replacing your Remembrance MC for Trailblazer Harmony MC. I just don't see any world you would unless you absolutely have to run your break team, and in that case you have to have Fugue. If you don't have Fugue, then you are absolutely cucked. Secondly, on this, guys, not enough personal super break. As we mentioned before, right, you really need Fugue to make your function, because Fugue, first of all, I have to activate the multiple toughness bars, but it gives extra super break to the team. If you look at someone like Firefly, right, Firefly within her kit gives herself some super break, but it's really not good enough to keep up with the current damage in the game, and honestly when it came out it still wasn't enough, because it's only a 50% super break increase, and it's just not good at all. Secondly, guys, there is no second best in slot buffer. Technically, right now in the game, the second best in slot buffer is going to be Ruan Mei, and I wouldn't even say Ruan Mei is a dedicated second best in slot buffer. I would say by far and away that Fugue is best in slot buffer because it applies super break, but we don't have anyone else on the team that really fills in that role all too well. Like, sure, Ruan Mei can work on the team. I'm not saying that Ruan Mei does not work there. Ruan Mei you get for completely free, which is great and everything. I'm not saying that's the case at all, right? What I'm saying is you really don't get to take use of one of the main benefits of having Ruan Mei on the team, which is increasing the ass fuck out of your allies' damage, okay? So with you not even getting to take use of this, it's kind of down bad and ass. Right now, yes, the weakness break efficiency is great, increasing speed is great, all type red spin is great, but the big thing here, guys, is you're not increasing weakness break damage, which would be really nice, because damage percentage doesn't affect that. So overall, there is no second best in slot buffer for her in the game right now, which is kind of down bad and ass. And I'm gonna be so real with you at this point, I don't know if we'll see one of those maybe until 4.0 and beyond. About that time, we know she will be mega upa power creeped, okay? Next up here, guys, the more toughness equals the more useless. As I was kind of mentioning before, the more toughness bars enemies have, meaning, you know, when you're breaking their shield down, and when this thing says X2 right here, hey, it is basically up for Firefly because she's not doing any damage until this is gone. And not to mention, if you break the enemy at the wrong time, let's take this very basic bitch ass action here to demonstrate this, right? Say the enemy goes next, you have Firefly. Firefly breaks the enemy here. He has 2 toughness bars. Wait, great, amazing. You're gonna do a lot more damage in your next attack. But let's say his action order then drops to right here, right? Because you've delayed his action a little bit, but you're breaking with fire weakness, which really doesn't enhance the amount of delayed action, which honestly probably would have been better if she was a different type other than fire, but that's neither here nor there. So he drops down to right here now. Now your support attacks, yeah, you get some super break damage there. You get some super break damage from your second support. And then look, your sustain is also getting some super break damage, but you're not getting the main source of your damage because he comes back alive before your Firefly has a chance to act again, meaning he now gets those 2 toughness bars completely back, and you have to go through this whole process again. So the more toughness enemies have, the less downtime you have when they're in their weakness break, because the more uptime they have with that toughness bar. So overall, that's also really down bad, and there's also enemies in the game that can't even get their weakness broken, so that's also really bad for her as well, right? And then next, she's already outclassed in damage, guys. Guys, literally, all these characters do more damage than her. Like, all of them. You have even Blade, which we're going to get to next, that does more damage than her, right? You have Acheron. You have even a free-to-play Archer that does more damage than her. So there is just no sense of pulling for a DPS that has already been power crept out of existence to tier 1.5 right now, when you have all these other DPS that honestly would probably be better to pull a rerun for whenever they have their chance rolled around. So the down fucking bad there. Already outclassed. She's a DPS. And that's one of my main problems with this patch, right? Is that there are all DPS. There are no supports because they decided to throw all the supports on side 1 to make you have FOMO to pull for all the banners on side 1. So yeah, so thank Hoyoverse for that one. You are now cucked and left with 3 DPS that are going to be basically completely useless for your account. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and hop into Blade next. So number 1, for him, guys, he's already gotten his buff, so not getting any fucking better, bro. Hey, I love his buff. His buff's great, right? Sure. Okay, amazing. He's already at tier 1 with his buff. He is literally at tier 1 with his buff. He does not go any higher in any of the other tiers, right? So, with that being said, what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? If he's already gotten his buff, you know he's not going to get any better in the future because he's already been cucked out of existence. So, I mean, like, there's really no point here. I think that leads us to our next point. My Day is better. My Day is up here already on the tier list. My Day has more buff potential than Blade has right now. There's no way they're buffing his ass twice. They buffed My Day before they buffed him, so why would you just get the better option when the rerun rolls around, and then he has the potential of getting a buff in the future? It just makes no sense to me. Down bad, My Day is better. Just, oh my god, just wait for a rerun there. Next, guys, lacks a full time, because what he does here, whenever he uses skill, guys, is the chance of receiving attacks from enemies greatly increased whenever using his skill attack. Great, I'm glad that he has a bigger chance to be attacked. We know how well that works out with all of our preservation units, right? Surely Japar knows how good he defends against his Foxy and Mommies, okay? So, another down bad point there. But, okay, sure, he's lacking all this. Next, he's already in the pool of the 50-50 losers. Guys, you can literally pick him to be one of the people you lose your 50-50 against. So, it literally is... This is like pulling, like, in Genshin, Tenari on a banner. Why the fuck would you pull for Tenari when you can just have a chance to get him anyways? Like, he's already kind of in this shit tier here. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Like, like, literally, you can get him by losing a fucking 50 at this point. Like, I know it's bad luck or whatever, and if you like the character, then, oh, you're not going to get him. There's no guarantee chance of getting him, but you can get him from there, so kind of fucking cringe. Anyways, the next point here, provides nothing to the team. Literally, give me something in his kit that provides a buff or a reasonable buff to the team that can help the team out. He is already relegated down to a sub DPS. Like, you would not use him as a main DPS. So for that matter, why... What's his point? Cypher's a better sub DPS than him because she provides vulnerability on every enemy. Every single sub DPS we have in the game, or the newer sub DPS we have in the game, all provide some type of something to the team. If you want to consider Trivia sub DPS, she provides buffs to the team. Someone like an Axa provides buffs to the team. Like, all of these characters over here, for the most part, provide some type of buff or support for the team. So he doesn't do that, so very cringe down bad there. Now, on to our next target here, the biggest bitch in the world, Miss Jingliu, brother, okay? Okay, first of all, guys, bro got buffed and does less than Blade. Literally... That's all I have to say with that one. Anyways, next, she provides nothing of value to the team, so, what buff does she bring to the table? Absolutely none. Where is she staying on the tier list? You're doing this much damage and not giving you anything else. Okay, great. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I'm genuinely amazed. Anyways, guys, next up here, Saber and Archer vastly outclassed her, and one of them is free. Yes, guys, she's not free. Archer is free. So why the fuck would you pull her if you have a better DPS, which is what she is? She is a DPS. Why would you pull another character when you have Archer right there for you? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Just fucking wait till the next patch. I don't know, man. Oh my god, next. HP scaling to attack buffs are now useless. Yes. So if you have characters in your account that usually worked well with her, like Miss she provides an attack buff. Yeah, the energy is still nice, but fucking cooked, guys. You really need Hyacinth at this point with her signature light gun to really make her function at a usable level now, I feel like. Next up, guys, already has gotten buffed, so not getting any better. Same thing as Blade over here, guys. She's not getting any better than she is, and she's already sitting here at tier 1.5 with the buff, by the way. Hey, she's cooked, buddy. It's donezo for her. Next, guys, pulling for her is literally like spinning J's on the standard banner. Yes, guys. Like, I feel like she's the most standard bitch in the game. I feel like with her buff, after her buff, she still feels like a 1.0 character almost. Genuinely, like maybe a 2.0 character. I get that. I take that back. She feels like a 2.0 character. She just haven't really any support. She feels like a standard character, or what a standard character in terms of power value would bring to your account. So for that matter, absolutely cooked. Do not summon for any of these characters. They are all fucking dog shit, dog ass, dog fucking. I don't even care if you want them. You know how they normally say, yo, pull for the characters. Like, fuck that. You will not beat the content in the game with these characters. I do not want. And I do not want you coming to my comment section. Actually, I can beat it. You're a fucking tryhard. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck. Now, guys, I know I have been being a bit harsh on these characters. So, there are some pros. And I'm not going to neglect you from telling you these pros. So, let's go ahead and check out these pros right now. You get to save your fucking Jades. What could be fucking better? What could be a better pro in this situation, guys? You don't have to spend your Jades on these dog shit characters. You can wait for version 3.5 or fucking spend them all on Saber for all I give a shit. I don't care. You can save them up. You can spend them somewhere else. Yippee, Hoyoverse is giving you a chance to not spend your money in the game because they've already got your money from the first part. So, hey. Major pro there. Okay, but actually, guys, there are some genuine pros of the characters. Going quickly over these. Number one with Firefly's here first, guys. Can change weakness type. Yes, it can change the weakness type to fire, which it can be beneficial, right? Nextly, guys, she does decent damage to toughness bar, but like I said, kind of negated by the fact that when you have enemies that you have a lot more toughness bar, right? Next up here, guys, a lot of free speed and action advance, which makes the build a bit easier, meaning you don't have to build that much into speed. I don't even build mine with speed. I build mine with attack boots. Next, guys, is she can get a buff in the future. She has not got a buff yet, so she sits in a special spot where in the future, we could definitely see her getting some type of buff. Maybe some more super break to make her more viable. I don't know, but she can definitely get a buff in the future. But honestly, I would just wait to that point to even do it. Next up, guys, Blade here. Okay, number one pro with Blade, guys. Increases aggro. Better than nothing, am I right? Hey, would you rather him not increase aggro, right? All I'm saying. Next up, guys, he eats them fucking HP relics. He eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. So if you have any of those dog shit HP relics on your account, like, oh my god, it's HP main stat, but it has crit rate and crit damage on it. What do? Throw it on your fucking Blade. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't know. Next up here, great self-sustain. Hey, he keeps himself alive. As much as this motherfucker poses as a suicidal emo kid, he's not. He keeps himself alive quite nicely. And then, finally, guys, he works in a lot of teams. He can be a pseudo-sustain in some teams, right? Like, as long as your other teammates aren't getting hit and, like, the aggro is really focused on him and the enemies aren't really doing AoE attacks, yo, he fucking works great for you, buddy, okay? Now, on to Miss Jingliu. First of all, guys, she has a lot of free crit rate in her kit, so you really don't need to build much in the crit rate. Now, if you do have a lot of crit rate, you can over-crit pretty easily, but overall, free crit rate's always a plus in my book because my videos are definitely catered more towards like free-to-play and casual players. So having that extra crit is nice. Next up here, guys, is going to be she can eat them relics up too, bro. Hey, fucking feed them. She's eating that shit faster than the god of gacha gaming's eating those shit takes. So, oh fucking 7 there. Next up here, guys, HP scaling makes her be a sub DPS. So yeah, she can be a sub DPS. He can also be a sub DPS too. So yeah, absolutely fucking undeniably cooked, brother. And one point I want to bring up here is actual future proof ability. None of these characters, in my opinion, have future proof ability. The only one that I can see has a measly little trinkle-dinkle of future proof ability here is Firefly, because she hasn't gotten a buff yet. Maybe you could bring her up, but seeing where the buffs have brought most of the characters out, we're at a 50-50 right now, right? Because, you know, half of the characters that got buffed, hey, hey, I think Coffee is going to be great with the new character coming out. Hey, Silverwolf, hey, she is top of her class now, gamers. She is up there, sitting nice, clean, tier 0.5, right? But the other two are fucking cooked, brother. So, hey, you have a 50-50 chance of, you know, Firefly's buff actually being good or not. Speaking to the character we are getting added to the game, I believe that is going to be, where the fuck is she at, bro? I don't even know. Yeah, Halson over here, guys. Physical and Hildy probably helps out with some type of dot, revives dot. Honestly, pulling Kafka in that sense makes a lot more sense. And then you have a Harmony Wind unit. Okay, guys, let's be honest. All of our Harmony characters we've gotten into the game have been absolute knee slappers. Like, but more you're slapping your knee than SpongeBob slapping his meat when he makes the Krabby Patty formula. Okay, so hey, Amazing, right? So hey, why not just pull for those characters? This is a perfect patch for you to save. Genuinely, I think all of these characters will be a genuine detriment to your account. People are going to be pissed because I talk shit about their waifus, but it is absolutely true, and you cannot tell me otherwise, and there is no genuine good point that you could leave me in the comment section down below if you want to do that. They can tell me otherwise. Anyways, guys, these characters are shit. You shouldn't summon, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, bye-bye.